Welcome to the CUPRA e-racing competition as we take a look at which drivers take to our grand finale, starting with Suzuka. The opening test for the drivers showed the tricky, powerful CUPRA e-racer to be a challenging beast. Mastering it in the early stages was Christopher Högfeld, who took pole position and eventually the race victory. Stefanko, who qualified in second, disconnected and would have to wait until Shanghai for another shot, whilst Norbert Poussin and Martin Barner would take victory in race 2 and 3. That would then leave us with these 6 drivers heading through to the finale. Christopher Högfeld would take the top spot with Adam Pinces in behind for AAA Esports, Julian Kunzer and Bence Banki, Norbert Poussin and Alessandro Ottaviani. Unfortunately, Martin Barner's victory wasn't enough to progress him through. He would have to wait until Shanghai. And it wasn't long until we got our second shot of action, with Martin Stefanko mastering the Chinese circuit with pole position. He was pressured all the way through the first race by Kadlachik, but managed to take victory. He played it safe after that, being careful through both races 2 and 3. Poor starts from Gianmarco Viducci left him open and desperate, in which he caused a costly incident. He would, however, take victory in race 2. Tim Yarshall also had issues being spun around terrifyingly at turn 2 in race 2, but he would get the reverse grid pole and eventual victory in the final race of the night. Which means the next 6 drivers joining us in the final would be Williams Esports' Martin Stefanko, Martin Kadlachik, Tim Yarshall, Simone Prater, Martin Barner and Matija Markovic. Gianmarco Viducci was initially inside the top 6, but penalties to him dropped him outside of it and would mean he'd have to wait for another chance to qualify. And so our last racing qualifier from Dubai had Nestor Garcia as the pace setter. The Red Bull Racing esports man grabbed pole position and was pressured by Euronics Gaming's Florian Haase in the opening race. The round saw some usually unfavoured drivers up towards the front, Carlo Luciano Badin looking particularly strong. A race victory from Garcia saw him start race 2 in 10th, and unfortunately it was only downhill from there. An incident at the hairpin, then being spun, dropped him out of the points. Haase moved back up to second, only being beaten by an excellent drive from Leon Rudinger. The final race of the night saw Christian Kwiatkowski take a very important win. And so with these 6 drivers, it would become 18 for our final, with Florian Haase topping it. Max Pfeiffer, Marcelo Caserta, Leon Otocki, Carlo Luciano Badin and Christian Kwiatkowski would be the 6. Wins from both Nestor Garcia and Leon Rudinger weren't enough to progress them through. They would have one final attempt in the time attacks. And with those time attacks complete, these are the final 6. Nestor Garcia, Jack Keithley and Liam Rudinger would qualify at Bathurst to join the final. Then Mikko Räikkönen, Gianmarco Viducci and Roberto Pignataro would be our final 3, qualifying at Sonoma. That's our grid and we'll be ready for the grand finale.